Hi guys, don't forget to subscribe in order to get the latest news about smartphones and electronics and tech in overall. Today I will prove that it starts getting wild with smartphones chipsets, and soon we will see smartphones competing against computers. A quick recall about previous Snapdragon chips. In 2021, Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 was made from Samsung and had a lot of hit-in issues and bad efficiency. Here Qualcomm decided to switch to TSMC over Samsung, and the beginning started with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus variant. Here we noticed improved performance, especially in terms of stability, and the biggest improvement in efficiency. But things didn't stop there, because Qualcomm worked really hard on changing the distribution of efficiency cores and performance cores, and this improved the performance and efficiency by while. But the upcoming 8 Gen 4 will be special, as we have a lot of information and rumors about it, and I will give you all we know about just yet in this single video, so please keep watching until the end. And we will begin by the CPU itself. Based on leaks, the upcoming Snapdragon will get up to 6 Cortex-A725 with up to 2.8 GHz frequency, and I guess it isn't fair to call this efficiency cores because they are more powerful than the half of smartphones' max frequency speed when we consider mid-range options. And I consider this cores on saving energy as camel who save water on his body in the desert, or like wolf on his stamina when running. And if this is efficiency cores, imagine how powerful the performance cores will be. And as expected, it will be extreme, as it will get 2 cores of the Cortex-X925 with a frequency up to 4.2 GHz. So the CPU will be S tier. Manufacturing process and release date. As expected, it will be manufactured under the 3nm process node from TSMC, and the expected release will be in the upcoming October of this year. GPU. The GPU will get as much hype as the CPU because it will launch with Adreno 830 GPU, rumored to launch with DLSS frame generation-like feature. What does this mean? A new leak says the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 could launch with frame interpolation, which essentially increases FPS by inserting frames. Furthermore, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 could get it via a future update. An earlier leak predicted the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 would launch with an Adreno 830 GPU clocked at 935 MHz. Weibo leaker Digital Chat Station has now teased an interesting new feature that could potentially change the mobile gaming landscape. Apparently, the Adreno 830 will support frame interpolation, allowing it to run Genshin Impact at 1080p 120 FPS. Frame interpolation, popularly known as DLSS FSR frame generation, is a relatively new feature exclusive to current-gen NVIDIA and AMD GPUs. It essentially increased a game's frame rate by inserting artificial frames. While this does give the impression of better performance, it comes at a cost of extra input lag and visual artifacts like blurring. DCS adds the feature won't be exclusive to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. There is a possibility of it trickling down to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 via a firmware update. Of course, it won't work with all titles and will require developers to bake the feature into their titles. If implemented correctly, this could pave way for AAA PC and console games like Resident Evil Village and Assassin's Creed Mirage to land on Android, and maybe even help the Snapdragon X Elite run games better. And if this is true, it will be the best feature in the last decade. Instruction set and NPU. The instruction set won't change, as it will use the same ARM version 9.2a, and NPU will also use the same number of cores, and it will be a hexagon NPU, but we expect a lot of new AI features due to the new hardware and the upcoming generation RAM. Expected phones which will use the chip. Several flagship devices are rumored to be the first to sport the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. The Xiaomi 15 and Xiaomi 15 Pro are leading contenders, potentially launching in China as early as November 2024. Other brands like Samsung, OnePlus, and Motorola might follow suit in 2025. AI and expected RAM. The Snapdragon will use the LPDDR6 RAM to power the new AI features. AI is becoming a big part of what makes a smartphone smart. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 is likely to expand on this with on-device generative AI capabilities. That means phones will be better at recognizing images, understanding language, and learning from user behavior. With a dedicated AI processor, or NPU, devices can handle complex tasks directly on the phone, making them faster and more secure. So as a conclusion, the upcoming Snapdragon will be one of the biggest upgrades in Qualcomm history, so I think it's time to Apple to worry. Then what is your own opinion? Can the upcoming Snapdragon be the best mobile chip ever? Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video, make more people know about this information.
If this video got enough support, I will make a video about the upcoming A18 Pro chip from Apple and the upcoming chip from MediaTek because the competition will be really serious.